Parents, welcome to teaching kids when S makes the Z sound. The letter S can make S, S heard in snake or the Z sound heard in zebra. This video focuses on teaching kids the Z sound. Point to all of the S's circled and in red and explain to kids that they make the Z sound. Ours, hers, yours, and dogs. The position of where S occurs in a word is important. If it is the first letter of a word, the beginning of a word, it will always make the S sound and never make the Z sound. But when the S appears within the word or at the end of a word, it can make the Z sound. And we are going to look at those 4 rules in this video. Rule 1 occurs when S is within the word and when S comes between 2 vowels. It usually makes the Z sound. Rule 2 occurs when S is within the word but is part of 3 letters, I-S-E. The S makes the Z sound. Rule 3 occurs when S is at the end of a word and when S is part of ES and follows an S, X, Z, CH, or SH. The S makes the Z sound, as in hose. And rule 4, when S is at the end of a word, it usually makes the Z sound when it follows a voiced consonant, B, D, G, L, M, N, R, W, or Y, and it forms plural nouns, verbs, and possessive pronouns. This is the template for the first student practice page and teaching demonstration. This page is a practice page for kids to complete so they realize when S comes between 2 vowels, it usually makes the Z sound. Z as in zebra. Let's look at our example. We have a hose. We see the S and it comes between the vowel O and the vowel E and it makes a Z sound. Hose. Let's look at our next one. Present. We see the S here. It comes between the vowel E and another vowel E, so it makes the Z sound, present. Let's go to the easel. The S is here. It is between the vowel A and the vowel E, so it makes the Z sound. We're going to go over here to used. It looks like the last egg is being used. So S is here and it is in between the vowel U and the vowel E. So it makes the Z sound. And we have music. The S comes between the vowel U and the vowel I, so it makes the Z sound. And down here we have a closet. Looks like a messy one. The S is between the vowel O and the vowel E, so it makes the Z sound. And then we come to desert. The S is here, located between the vowel E and another vowel E, so it makes the Z sound. And then we have season. It looks like it's autumn or fall. We are going to look for the S letter that is between two vowels, A and O. So it makes the Z sound in season. This is a completed example. Now with kids, complete the word search. Have kids find the word that represents the picture and then tell why the S in that word makes a Z sound. Our first word is hose, and the S makes a Z sound because it is in between two vowels, O and E. Our second word is easel, and it makes the Z sound because it is in between A and E. Our third word is closet, and it makes the Z sound because it is in between O and E. The fourth word is used, and S makes a Z sound because it is in between two vowels, U and E. The fifth word is music, and S makes the Z sound because it is in between two vowels, U and I. The sixth word is desert, and S makes a Z sound because it comes between two vowels, E and E. The seventh word is season, and the first S is ignored because when a word begins with an S, the S always makes an S sound. But the second S makes a Z sound because it is in between two vowels, A and O. The eighth word is present, and the S makes a Z sound because it comes between E and E. The next word is visit, and the S makes a Z sound because it is in between two vowels, both of them I. And nose is a word we haven't had, but the S makes a Z sound because it is in between O and E. And now we have a completed word search. Now introduce Rule 2 to kids. When words end in ISE, the S makes the Z sound, as in exercise and cruise. Now have kids complete each word with the letters ISE. And this is a completed example. Now have kids complete a crossword puzzle with words that end in the letters ISE, and the S makes the Z sound. One across is cruise. Two across is surprise. Three across is exercise. Four down is sunrise. Five down is rise. Six down is wise. And that completes a crossword puzzle. Now introduce kids to Rule 3. When ES follows S, X, Z, CH, or SH, the S in ES makes the Z sound. Let's look at our examples. In our first example, the word is fix. It ends in an X, then we add ES, and the S makes the Z sound, so our word is fixes. In the second example, our word is catch. It ends in CH, and then we add the ES, and the S makes the Z sound, and we have the word catches. Now have kids complete the practice page, and it is fine for you to help them because they are just learning and we want them to learn it correctly. Have them add the ES on the lines and then tell you what letter or letters the ES follows to make the S a Z sound. This is the completed example. Now introduce kids to Rule 4. Usually S makes the Z sound when it follows a voiced consonant. They include B, D, G, L, M, N, R, W, and Y. And then you'll notice there are 3 columns. When an S is added to these words, they can be plural nouns, verbs, or possessive pronouns, but they all end in the Z sound. Now have kids place the correct consonant before each S to make plural nouns and to have the S say the Z sound. This is the completed example. Now have kids place the correct consonant in each word to make the verbs and have the S make the Z sound. And this is a completed example. And now have kids place the correct consonant in each word to make the possessive pronouns. And this is a completed example. Have kids write the correct word to finish each sentence. The pictures that are shown represent the words. So review them with kids. Crabs, cabs, cans, logs, girls, and drums. And this is the completed example. And this is a chart for kids to refer to when they're doing the lessons. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. And as always, I will leave a link for all the teaching templates in the description section.